What's the fox up? The no bullshit quick trading review. Let's try and get this done in under 10 minutes because I want to cut out the bullshit and just deliver the fucking truth. So let's check it out. I'm just going to quickly share the screen. So the leading GABAs we had kind of, AFH is up now. Let's have a quick look. AFH is the first green day. It wasn't gapping this morning. AIHS, I feel really sorry for. It's that China shit. Gap and crapped. It's what I made 1.4K on yesterday. The fucking roared it right back up pre-market just to dump it again. Really disappointed. Not disappointed because I thought everyone who was short yesterday squeezed. So I was thinking, but I mean, we'll get to this stock in a moment. The only other gappers were BGFV, which just collapsed, but this was ripping so hard and it's got no dilution that I was a bit scared to take this, but ultimately, and then by the time you would take it out the open, it's too far down, so just missed it, but it's okay to miss some plays sometimes. And DSS was like the low floor 2 millionaire. This is another play that I just missed because it's trading 15 million, it's floats 2 million. Faded all day. Gappers are all failing recently, but just didn't have the conviction to take it. So the day was like not really very good. I made like 27 bucks or 80 bucks, but then commissions. So AIHS, I fucked up on the long side and then I fucked up on the short side, but ultimately it was just a no trade. We'll go into that. INFI, 183 bucks, and then I just took small losses on Neo and Solo. So basically, I basically won 1 out of 6 or something like that. So pretty bad, but not the end of the world. So if we look at AIHS, was the Chinese stock that gapped and crapped yesterday and then squeezed today. I actually took a long on the double bottom. See, I took this long on the higher low. It failed, so I just got out, and then I shorted and covered. Got a bit greedy later on and took a short here for no reason, just to try and make money, and had to cover, and then it ultimately went lower. So I mean, I would have made about 100 bucks on this, and I was up from this little short, but ultimately when this level falls through, I don't know why I just didn't short and hold it down. So I've ultimately like lost on the stock and lost on borrows as well. So that was like a $30 loss or something like that. With INFI, you can see on the daily just below, it tends to like, and it's probably better to look at on stocks to trade because you can see it clearer. On INFI, downward trending stock, high floats, never really has a history of multi-days except today, but it gapped down. So for INFI, I was really just thinking definitely a gap and crap, but I didn't want to over-invest into it because I was just like, not sure. So I thought there was an extra ad, but obviously isn't. So INFI, anyway, I've got the shorts in the 136s covering in the 120s. Just like 130 bucks, shorting into the spike on a stock that never runs multiple days and backball that chart kind of. So like little 130 bucks on that. So just to recap, AIHS, yeah, it's that Chinese had news pre-market squeezed up, just crappy fail. INFI 183 bucks, shorted the opening shitty chart. Neo and Solo are like more important to me, if you like. So Neo is just a majorly, what's up guys, what's up Alexander, good to see you back, brother. Deep, Bertie, Grizzle. Neo should be like a first red day, and it looks like it's due to fail. But it's just choppy as hell. It reminds of the electric stocks. Wouldn't mind getting this trend break. You see this, how it ripped all the way up, and then you got the trend break at around 13, 14. I wouldn't mind catching this trend break down, but now it's probably going to squeeze back up. It's just choppy as hell. First red day. I mean, the plan on this ultimately would be, again, generally first red days, and I talked about this yesterday with a stock. It's like short around the like 1380s and then cover and then make higher days you risk. That's the ideal way to play it. And obviously the first red day didn't really work. And let's see how I played it. Yeah, I shorted around the double top. You see that see the red arrow there, shorted, covered. I did a bit short here as more, and then I actually covered this. Sorry, I shorted, and then I shorted more here, and then I just covered the whole position. Because I realized that I've got a tendency to like short too low on the bounce, and when I realized I shorted too low, I just realized that I broke my own rules, so I just got out. And then in the end, I covered at 1340, and the stock has went up to 1420. So played that relatively well because I was wrong on the first red day. I wasn't wrong, but it just didn't work. So the first red day didn't work, and I got out for 99 cents loss. So it's fine. Solo. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Jacob. Solo was a tricky one. Again, it's first red day. I know it doesn't look like it. It's a weak gap up basically, but I played it as a first red day. So again, you should have your shorts around 5, and then I should have been adding into 5, and then I would have took this drop into the 460s and made 10%. So I didn't really play this very well by the look of it. So I had a $6 short actually. So a $5 short. So I played according to my strategy on first red days, covered, and then I don't know why I'm shorting the 480s. I think maybe shorting the 490s is fine, and then I somehow weirdly covered at 5 again. Don't know why I did that. I covered right at the top. I should be shorting in the 5s, re-shorting in the 5s because it's resistance, and then covering a decent gain at 450 for about $200 win. So obviously solo, I shorted too early and here and freaked myself out. Broke my own rules and it cost. So solo, I broke my own rules and it cost us, but I was right on the trade. Neo just didn't work out. I wasn't right on the trade. INFI, I played fine. AIHS, I got a bit sloppy. But at the end of the day, solo should have been a 150 win, not a loss, and that would have put us up about 200 on the day. But I just didn't have conviction in the leading gap as sadly, and I messed up solo. Neo, I cut well. INFI, I played well. AIHS, I shouldn't have even played. So, I mean, it should have been a 200, 300 day. Should have, could have, would have, better. And yeah, I'm not bothered about not really trading the leading gap as. I kind of regret it because I missed out on them, but you've got to miss plays to stay safe sometimes. Overall, with me performance, I'm pretty happy. Like, I mean, look, $25 is better than a red day, but like I'm like green. I'm winning 83% of days, losing 16. Average win is $700. Average loss is 450. I'm doing all right on the month. I'm up like $3,000. And we're only a third of the way into the month, so I'm on track to make like a 10 grand month. Because June was a mess. I just took some really bad losses and it screwed us up for the rest of the month. I haven't filled out the rest of the dates on the other form, but June was 3.5 grand. May was just a great month. It's difficult to repeat, but April is a kind of a similar month. My average win in May was 840, but the loss was 450. But I was only winning 68% of days, while now my average win is less, but I'm winning 83% of days so far. And I know the stats are early on, but I mean, my stats are probably better this month so far, and I hit 10K in April, so I should be on for another 10K a month. And that is the recap. Peace. 9 minutes, got it under 10.